Joey's scaring me a bit.
Hey, Eric. You remember the last session when I came in on time?
Yeah?
Neither do I. You know.
Oh, I was.
Whew.
Okay.
Whew.
So he has a story to tell us.
My mom got the pneumonia.
Oh no, that's not good.
No, it ain't. And when you're caring for someone with the the pneumonia, you stop caring for yourself. And so I came over here.
That's just not smart.
You know, in wet socks, which is like the worst feeling ever.
I agree.
And I told Eric, I'm like, I should be there around, 12, 15, such and everything. I had to take some extra time to comb my beard and everything. You don't want my luscious locks to go
Oh, of course.
untreated.
Especially on a show that you can't even see them on.
Well, Joey's not that smart, okay?
Well, I know that.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't. Oh, these little.
And so I'm walking here, and I'm thinking, why'd I say 12:15? I'm not gonna make it by 12:15.
Joey, why didn't you just tell me you needed a ride? I would have been more than happy to go and get you.
So I just got a text from Eric saying, so when you say 12:15, what do you think you're saying? No, what does that mean, Eric?
That is a reference to, I think I've made this joke around you before, where it's like, you ever seen the show Dan Versus?
I think.
So there was an episode when it was Dan versus Canada, and essentially what was happening was him and his buddy were driving up to Canada. No, hold on a sec. Okay, so yeah, him and his buddy were driving up to Canada in order for Dan to eradicate it. So there was.
As one does.
Yes, and his friend was gonna tell him this story. He's like, "Hey, you want to hear about my time my dad married a bear?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm good." And then he says the story, and then after he's done saying the story, Dan's like, "So when I say no, what do you hear?" And I thought I said that to you before, and that's what I was trying to reference.
Time when Can went to Canada.
Can went to oh, this is terrible.
So I got to his house.
Okay. Yeah, he did.
And he opened up the door after I ringed his doorbell profusely.
Yeah, I was listening to Hailstorm, so I couldn't really hear him.
Which good song, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Bad Romance by... Well, it was initially by Lady Gaga,
yeah.
But, Hailstorm did a cover of it!
Yeah. Actually, I got a lot of respect for Lady Gaga. And her and, I think
It takes a big woman to be able to wear that kind of clothing.
I mean, meat dresses aside...
I heard about that. I've seen the meat dress.
I'm wondering, what if a pack of hungry dogs spots you? You're yucked.
Oh, speaking of being yucked.
But I think I talked to you about this before. Both Lady Gaga and Kesha, they kind of popped onto the scene, with a lot of music that had shock value in it.
Yeah.
All the music videos are super, expensive budget and everything, and they were always really weird, and they always kind of portrayed themselves as party girls and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But none of that was really their choice.
Really?
Yeah, I heard a lot of that had to do with their producers and everything.
Oh.
That basically kind of said hey, you're not gonna sell any albums if you don't give them something.
If you're being a normal person.
Exactly. And so a lot of their songs recently Kesha's Praying and everything. Yeah.
Okay, no. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna do this. No, get the shade first, because I'm not losing 600 something geo.
You are the Shade Lord. You need all the shade you can get.
I need my shade, because that thing has all my friggin' money on it. That guy owes me $5.
So they're they finally got to a point where they're they're financially comfortable now, to the point where they've kind of made a few songs saying hey, I don't really forgive you for basically ruining my whole image and everything, but we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a lot of respect for them. They definitely get a bad rap.
Do they get a bad rap or
well,
just
not necessarily nowadays. 'Cause I feel a lot of people know that nowadays.
ho. Fear. Okay, we're gonna go down here. I think there's something I need here.
There's a lot of hoes.
Grub Buddy! There was something
Was that Santa joke?
What, Rudolph?
No.
Rudolph!
No,
I just posted that today.
Oh, you did?
I did. I tried to get it in early because I'm gonna be recording all day, so I figured, what the heck?
Oh my god. Oh no, it's your Santa joke about Santa in court.
Oh yeah, like, Mr. Claus, did you or did you not call this woman a hoe? Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I don't know. There wasn't really much more to the joke than that. Fairly simple bit of humor. Not the first time Stan's been in court, not the last.
I was watching this beauty. Good old Pewster.
Good old Pewdie the Pie.
Good old Pew.
Good old Pewdie the Pie.
Pewdie the Pie. But no, he made a video on this guy.
Oh!
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't remember his name. But he claims, now I don't know this for sure, because I haven't seen the movies. He claims that he found a movie worse than The Room.
Okay.
Which is a pretty big statement.
Well, I mean, I found a movie worse than The Room.
Would you like to elaborate?
Oh, I think you should finish your thing first, 'cause I could go on the entire episode about that.
I think the fans would get a kick out of it.
Okay, alright. So, you guys may or may not know this based on the videos we put out so far, but I'm very lenient when it comes to movies. Like, very lenient. And so, like, I enjoy, we both enjoyed Batman vs. Superman, but there is one movie that are you kidding me right now? Are you actually kidding me right now? What is this? Why? Who would do this? Anywho, so the, this is awful. Okay, so the, I am trying to think here. Oh yeah, so the one movie I actually cannot stand is Cowboys versus Dinosaurs. And why am I going this way?
It's quite the masterpiece.
I just remember there's an easier way to go.
I watched it with you, didn't I?
You did. It was awful. Because you see, here's my thing. I am not, I don't say, oh, just because a movie's a B movie, it's gonna be bad, you know? B movies have an equal opportunity to be just as good as a AAA budget movie.
And let me preface this by saying that both of us grew up, like, really loving dinosaurs.
Yes.
I mean, what's not to love?
Yeah. Actually, and one of my favorite movie you could see as a B movie.
What'd that be?
The Dino King.
Oh, yeah.
One sec.
Except, you figure that got enough of a following.
Ooh, to get a sequel.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of which, when's that coming out?
I know for one of your birthdays I really wanted to get you the Dino King soundtrack, but it was so obscure that, like, I don't think it exists.
Yeah, I know, I've looked into it. I found, like, individual songs, but never the actual, like, full list, you know? Because that is actually one of my favorite movie soundtracks. It is just so good. Okay.
But Cowboys vs. Dinosaurs.
Oh, that abomination. So yeah, and the thing is, I've actually, like, you know, watched other, because here's the thing, Cowboys vs. Dinosaurs, it's essentially a rip-off of Jurassic Park, you know?
And Cowboys vs. Aliens, I'm guessing?
I have never seen the movie, so I can't make that judgment. But, okay. So yeah, so the thing with Cowboys vs. Dinosaurs, so I've actually seen other quote-unquote Jurassic Park rip-offs that are actually half decent. Age of the Dinosaurs is pretty good, if I remember correctly. It had decent cast, likable characters, and okay special effects, but most importantly, good variety in terms of dinosaur species.
Wait. You just compare Cowboys vs. Dinosaurs to Jurassic Park?
Well, yeah, it's like, well, it's a rip-off, you know? It's like, we were like, oh, hey!
I don't even think they're in the same genre!
Dinosaurs, you know? Dinosaurs going around killing people! Oh!
Oh my god, your head flew off.
Well, yeah, that's what happens. When you...
Sometimes you just wander down the street and your head just flies off, you know?
Do you not?
That's life.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Cowboys vs. Dinosaurs.
That movie is a special brand of terrible because, okay, A, the special effects are absolutely ass. Like, King Kong in the 1930s was better than this movie. And, like, the dinosaurs don't move in natural ways.
Big old pile of ass.
Okay, alright. This is good. This is very good. Okay.
Along with them making up a dinosaur at the end.
Yeah, they had some sort of gargoyle pterosaur thing, and I'm like, what even is that?
I mean, trust me, I feel like both of us, you know, like, we're very forgiving with movies.
Oh, extremely.
Like, even if we see a bad movie, we're like, you know...
It was fun.
You know, they tried. There was an attempt was made.
An attempt was made.
I mean, there are certain films, like, I remember one time, Eric and I, like, our families took us out to see either Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel,
No,
or Road Chip, or
Shipwrecked. It was Road Chip.
I'm sorry, Shipwrecked.
You should be. That's how it fits.
All of them are terrible puns.
That's how it fits into the greater. Oh, are you kidding me right now? I melted? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? I did this already. I did this in the Steel Soul Run before I died horribly. Oh, I think I know where I'm supposed to go. Okay. But yeah, so Cowboys vs. Dinosaurs not only had terrible special effects, but the practical effects were also terrible. Which, by the way, many dinosaur movies, they use full CG models when they have to show the dinosaur in its entirety, but they are known to use, like, you know, practical effects when getting up close. Like, say a dinosaur is, like, really close to a guy's face. They'll use, like, a dinosaur puppet in order to, you know, make it seem more, like there.
It's just a glorified sock puppet.
This movie did not do that. Oh, are you kidding me? How do I get up there?
But yeah, I know, going back to the Chipmunks thing, that was the one movie I've seen in theaters that I walked out that I'm like, why did we see that? Why did we spend money on that? I mean, I could have waited to see that home. In fact, I could have gone my entire life without seeing that crap.
But hey, Dave adopted them in the end, and it was really cool.
Syndrome adopted them.
I'm Syndrome, your nemesis and... Oh, really?
Oh my goodness. I think there's very few movies that I'm like, that was bad.
Yeah.
You know. I will stand by Cowboys vs. Dinosaurs was one of those movies.
Yeah, and here's the thing. The worst part was, so, yeah, not only, so as I was saying, the practical effects were also ass, because the gore in that movie, which you'd think, that should be something that they should be able to do. No. Evidently not, because...
You'd be wrong.
Because what happened was, the actual, like, gore, it looked like something out of, like, they just bought from Party City. It was quite terrible.
They just grabbed some ketchup bottles and they're like, go to town, guys.
I mean, really. And, are you gonna let up for a sec? Chill out, bro. Is this life? I can't get up there with you in the way.
What if you, like...
Oh, okay. Alright, take the...
Oh!
Oh, you jick!
He was waiting for you.
But yeah, and also, the characters were terrible as well. The only character I remember actually liking from that movie was the black guy. And he was just the black guy, you know?
I'm a black guy. I'm a black guy.
I'm gonna pretend I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know that.
I don't know if I can say the name on here. That was the dentist guy. That he just went around with two girls because he's like, I'm a dentist. I can make a living at comedy. You know.
Everyone thinks they're a comedian, but there's a lot of people that are. There's varying degrees of it where, like, they're A, blind to reality, or B, they're actually kind of funny and think, I could do this.
Exactly, like, so this guy's like, you know what? I'm just gonna make these ridiculous shorts in my dentist office, which is, by the way, highly unprofessional.
It is, actually, now that yeah, I never really thought of it that way.
Especially with the stuff there was a lot of sexual undertones in a dentist sitcom.
In a dentist sitcom.
Well, that was the best part. So I don't know if I can say the name without getting demonetized. So
effed up dentist.
Yeah, So
Oh, laser
the name of the
beam.
show was One Effed Up Dentist.
Are you
And
kidding me
in
with
the
this?
show, his name was One Effed Up Dennis.
Well, he was pretty effed up, man.
He was. But yeah, and on top of that, he would just go around
Go.
town, just heckling, you know, harassing random people who are trying to eat their dinner, go on a nice date night, everything, and then this schmo comes up to you, and he's telling all these raunchy jokes, and you're just like, who is this man? Why is he here? And
so really quick,
yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to finish with Cowboys and
yeah, oh yeah,
Dinosaurs.
go again.
So yeah, so the characters are also terrible because our protagonist, the guy we're supposed to be rooting for, is a wife beater.
And also
and she ends up with him anyways.
also a boyfriend slash father slash.
I actually looked it up. It's her brother.
Oh,
no, not
it's her brother.
Not her brother. It's her.
It was neither.
It's her boyfriend. He's not her father.
It's just a work friend.
He's just a work friend.
So yeah.
And we will talk movies with you guys next
We will.
time.
Goodbye.